Hey everyone, it's Hannah from Eat With Me, Live With Me, here to share with you an awesome recipe that can be enjoyed for breakfast, lunch, brunch, or really any time of the day. Begin this recipe as such, beating 2 eggs in a small bowl with a fork. What we're doing is beating aggressively to ensure that the yolk and the egg whites mix uniformly. You'll notice that little bubbles will begin to form. Take a moment to add a pinch of dried herbs. I'm using a pinch of parsley, a pinch of oregano, and a pinch of basil. You're more than welcome to use fresh herbs here if you have it. It will definitely elevate this recipe. I was all out for the moment, so dried herbs will work wonderfully as well. So you're going to continue to beat, make sure the herbs are mixed in there really well. Give it a nice aggressive beat or two. And then we're just gonna go ahead and let the eggs sit. Look, you'll see those bubbles I was speaking about. In the meantime, we're going to grease a preheated pan. I'm using avocado oil-based butter by Earth Balance. You can use any other plant-based butter. You can use real butter. You can use extra virgin olive oil, which I typically use to cook eggs also. However, I really love the way that this butter tastes with my eggs, so that's what I'm using today. Go ahead and give your pan a little swoosh as such to make sure that the grease lines the complete bottom of the pan. This is super important because if the pan is not greased appropriately, the eggs will stick, and we do not want that. So go ahead and pick up your pan a few more times. Make sure the bottom is evenly lined with whatever oil or butter you end up using. The flow of the butter or oil will give you a good idea of what the temperature of the pan is at, which is super important because it'll help you know the rate that your eggs will cook at. Alrighty, go ahead and grab your bowl of eggs that you've beaten, gently pour into the pan, and give your pan a little swoosh to make sure that the bottom is evenly lined with egg. I'm going to give a nice little sprinkle of pink Himalayan sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, that is. Pinch of garlic powder, pinch of onion powder. And then I'm going to add my bread. It's super important to add the bread as soon as you can after seasoning because you want the eggs to still be wet. When the eggs are wet, they'll set with the bread in them and the bread will become glued in a sense as the eggs set, which is important because when we go ahead and assemble this sandwich, everything will be stuck together and it will be super easy. So you're gonna give your eggs a few minutes to set. Don't touch anything, go ahead and admire. As I said earlier, it's super important that the pan is preheated while you're preparing your ingredients because this just allows cooking to go a little bit more swiftly, a little bit more easily. Your pan will already be heating. By the time you're finished putting together your ingredients, you can go ahead and jump into cooking and you don't have to wait for your pan to heat. I'm using marbleized pumpernickel rye bread. You can use any other bread. You can use an English muffin. You can use David's sprouted grains is one of my favorites also. Now, if your burners don't heat evenly like mine, go ahead and give your eggs a little bit of a twist like I just did. If your eggs stick to the pan, you did not grease your pan appropriately, which is okay. You'll still be able to execute the rest of this recipe. It's just something to keep in mind next time you go ahead and make this. So you're gonna go ahead and give your eggs a few more minutes to set. Love this recipe. I think it's so cool. I got the idea from a guy named Phil McKenzie on Instagram. He's the founder of Lean Squad. He's always coming up with creative ideas in the kitchen for people who have an active lifestyle. So go ahead, check it out. Heading back to our eggs now. Okay, great. Let's do another little check. Coming along wonderfully, guys. You're almost done with this recipe and fast track into a delicious bite. Go ahead, take a broad spatula and flip as such. It's okay if you don't get this on your first go. Second or third time is a charm. Look at that nice golden color on the eggs. This is a great color to have because it means that you have not overcooked or burned your eggs. They are just right. I'm gonna go ahead and add some fillings to my sandwich. I'm using kale. You may also use spinach. Go go ahead and pile that on. I'm also going to use cheese. My cheese of choice is yellow American for this sandwich. You can use a whole bunch of different cheeses depending on the fillings. You're not limited to these fillings. The sandwich is very adaptable. You can put whatever you like at the end of the day. This cheese goes great with the flavors that I've had. You can also use fresh mutts, Colby Jack, etc. I'm also going to use a slice of leftover ham in my fridge. I love using leftovers. It minimizes waste and adds a lot of flavor to whatever I'm cooking. So go ahead and fold the edges of the eggs in and go ahead and give that slice of bread a good old foldy on top of those fillings. We're going to give the bread a moment or two on each side to develop a nice golden color so that we have that nice crunch when we bite into it. Definitely stealing a little taste. Go ahead and give your sandwich a little press and a little flippy. Boom. And another little tasty egg bit for me to steal. It's called taste testing, guys. You should do it when you cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to cut the heat. Transfer my sandwich to a pretty little board where I can admire it. Look at that golden color on that bread. Super tasty looking. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my favorite knife and give it a nice little cut and take a nice big old bite and enjoy. Hope you like this recipe. Please like, comment, share, and enjoy. Thanks, guys.